Yo, we live in effect. We just gonna jump in this joint right away. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, but we gonna make sure we live. Give me 1 second. Make sure we live on all platforms. No intro, no nothing today. We just straight jumping in it. Let me make sure, let me make sure. I think I'm live. I think there you go. Definitely live on Facebook. Let me make sure I'm live on Facebook. I say that. Saga folk, what's happening? I think I see some of y'all striding up in here. I think. There we go. All right. Saga folk, what up? Joe, what up, man? Let's get this thing shared out real quick, bro. I got some stuff in the works tonight. Trying to do some fun stuff, man. But you know how that is. I don't got none of the cool stuff like everybody think you. Uh, maybe I do got a logo. There you go. I throw my logo on there. Do my dance on them. All right, what up, Joe? Joe, what up, man? Got me? You good? I can hear y'all. Y'all straight. I can see the chat. I got my dog on here, man. Joe, you see that? I think you can see that. There's that. Oh, I meant to send this to. Make sure we got everybody in here. Joe, make sure you share this out real quick for me, if you don't mind. Yo, what up? What up? What up, man? What up? Tammy, what's up? How are y'all? Let me not cancel that. I got everybody in the background. Spence, Lil John, what's happening, big dog? Q, what's up, man? I see a lot of people joining. What's up, people from Facebook, people from YouTube? What's happening? Hey, man, if y'all could share this out real quick, we're gonna talk about some things, man. We're gonna talk about Facebook. We're gonna talk about Showcase tonight. We're gonna talk about Trench Wars tonight. We're gonna talk about a new app in the making, man. We got an app in the making. It's basically designed. Remember those select parents I've been talking about, man? This is specifically designed for you guys, so I think you guys will like that. I mean, give everybody a minute to get up in here. I see these numbers starting to climb. Sorry I didn't have a big intro, outro, and all that stuff today, but as y'all see, I got a new setup, so we're gonna rework on everything. But make sure everybody's in here. Coyer in here. Is Cos in here? Big Cos. Spencer, what's happening, man? Hey, them Gators been showing out, man. I got stuff to talk about some Gators tonight. Uh, and it's not a bad thing, man. We're gonna talk about something. They are doing something different in Gatorland over there, and I need y'all to know about that. Need y'all to know about that. What's up, man? All the coaches. I think I'm in the. Am I in the coaches chat too? What channels am I on? Nope. I'm only on Facebook and YouTube. All right, bet. Yeah, if you can share that to the chat, Joe. Webb, what's up? Crystal, what's up? Hope everybody's having a great night. Please come up in here, man. Make sure everybody know we here. We got some news for y'all, man. We want some stuff that's popping. We got a small little presentation. We got a lot of things going on in the mix. I've been crazy busy. Y'all know this is my off season, so we're gonna try to stay live as much as we can during the off season this year. I have vowed that we will Greg, you what's up, man? You might want to get into this too, bro. I have vowed that I am going to stay active during basketball season this year. You said what we talking about, man? We talking a lot of good stuff. Webb, what's up, man? We are basically talking again showcase recap, which I think this year's showcase was extremely successful. Man, big ups to all the coaches that were involved with it, the parents that were involved with it. I've had a lot of good feedback about showcase. Definitely better than the last 2 years. And I think we put on a way better performance this year, man. We had three, if I'm not mistaken, three of the three, if not 3 or 4 age groups, maybe 3 or 4 age groups go to the show championship game. Um, so big ups, man. I think we had a great showing in showcase, and again, coaches and parents coming together to make this thing happen. But y'all know we're gonna talk about some trench wars as well. We got basketball to talk about. We got 3-on-3 basketball that's coming up. We got select basketball. that's coming up. We got a lot of things in the mix, man. Track, I see track registration starting to get popping as well. So again, make sure y'all share this out to the parents chat, man, your parents chat, your coaches chats, and let them know, man, their input is going to be extremely valued tonight. Just to get things started off, man. Again, we want to talk about Battle of the Bigs, man. Trench wars, trench wars. I wish uh, Joe Cost was up in here, but since he ain't, it is what it is. We're gonna make it happen, man. Starting with that next Saturday, coaches, parents, please be involved with this. Next Saturday, we are hosting a free lineman camp. Free is the word, lineman camp. The word again is free. Second word, lineman. Third word, camp. Free lineman camp at Long Branch Park from 9 to 12. All right. The link will be posted. Joe's about to repost it. Joe, if you actually can go grab that link, put it in the chat. Um, Please get your kids signed up for that, man. Again, this is for linemen only, no skills players. We are definitely trying to continue to work on linemen. I have said that we will sponsor a couple lineman teams for trench wars. We're gonna hold our grounds to that. Big ups to all my parents that did it last year with the Saga, man. I say this, and all the coaches can confer with this. All the kids that participated in our lineman camp last year got better, and I mean that like night and day better. We seen a lot of the guys who were scared of contact, who didn't have contact, didn't know how to lift, where to lift, any of the things that they were trying to learn during the season. They really didn't get. We had a lot of kids, 7U kids, that were participating all the way up in 9 and 10U divisions. That's how fast and stronger and better they got. So make sure you guys tap in. It's free. Let me say this again. It's free. The camp is free. There are some rules to my camps, man. If you've ever been to any of the soccer camps, we do things like that. Joe, appreciate you. We do things in here, man, to keep everybody comfortable, keep everybody happy. Again, you can sit back and watch it, but the things at my camps, man, please, no branded apparel. Please keep your team branded apparel at home. We care more about the kids, man. We don't care about what organization you play for. We don't want any bias or anything like that may slip by. We try to keep it as clean, cut, and all about the kids as possible. We ain't out here. None of my coaches will ever be out here to recruit you to come play for their team. Parents, y'all know my rules. If you ever hear any of my coaches talk about that or try to get you and your kid to come to my team, come tell me. That will be the last day they coach. We are absolutely here just to get kids better, man. No matter where they are, no matter who they're with, and we push them right back to where they came from. Dealing with me, man, you're going to get at least a gym session, and you're going to have some line coaches that, again, dedicated strictly for the line. Coach D, get with me, man. We'll get you squared away. Definitely be out there Saturday if you can, if you're not at a softball tournament. But yeah, man, we got this thing popping right now. We're gonna do 10U and above. We will take some kids, man. So you don't have to be fully 10U for the camp. You can be 8 and above. But we will take some kids that we feel like can compete. Trench Wars this year in the league is only 10U and above. So we'll try to take the best kids we can. Now, people say, well, how many people can be on a team? Listen, there's 5 to 7 people on a team. We can make as many teams as we please to. So as if I got two 10U teams, two 12U teams, two 4, 6, 8 of each age group, I don't care. We'll make sure we get the kids the reps. But we definitely want these kids to be out here to be paired with other people that'll make them better. And again, testament to all the parents and anybody else that did this with me last year. They will testify to this. It was a great feeling to see a lot of those kids together as one for the showcase, knowing that they all went back to different organizations. So I'm extremely happy about that, man. Again, please come be involved in something special, man. Special, spectacular. What is going on? All right, there we go. So please get signed up for that, man. Trench Wars again will be Saturday 9. The Trench Wars camp, I should say, lineman camp will be Saturday from 9 to 12. On the sign-in sheet, Joe put it in the comments on Facebook right here. Please sign up on that, man. We're going to also feed the bigs too as well. Again, please leave your skill players at home. We won't have wide receivers. We won't have linebackers. We won't have none of that out there, man. Joe, appreciate those stars, big dog. Really appreciate you. I was just talking to you, man. I wish I could have sent you a link. But Lyman Camp, Joe, make sure I'm not missing anything. 9 to 12 Saturday. Uh, Weather is supposed to be 74 degrees Saturday. So come out there. We ain't trying to hit at all. It's too cold thing. We're going to be out there setting up with the music. You know me, we party, man. So we still going to have the music. We're going to still figure our bigs. But we're going to get a good workout in, man, and a good chance. If you want to sign up for Trench Wars, you can do it at the camp, or you can go online right now. Long Branch Park, main field, Long Branch Park, 9 to 12, Saturday morning. I will make sure I put it out there again. We'll put tons and tons of posts out there. Pat, I'm gonna introduce y'all to Pat if y'all don't already know Pat. This guy here, Pat Grant. Pat Grant will be helping me in the back office this year, man. He's actually going to be kind of like an AD for me with Trench Wars. I'm gonna, get him trained up, man. Make sure he can answer all the questions. Again, I will be available. Just won't be available every week. So we're gonna make that happen, man. So that's the Trench Wars thing. Please get signed up if you guys want to play. Coaches, I'm still looking for a handful of coaches, probably about 3 more coaches. I got some guys in the work like Matt Hines and all the good stuff like that, man. We appreciate you. We got a lot of experienced guys who really focus just on the bigs. Again, parents, I do not select coaches that'll be out here recruiting kids. Every coach that I pick out here will be strictly for the kids. They will represent me as in the Saga, and anything that I don't stand for, they won't be on my sideline representing us. So, trust me when I tell you that we're going to try to take as greater care of your kid as we can. We're going to give him all the knowledge that we can. We're actually going to make him go out there and compete. So, make sure that's going to just let you guys know that for sure is going to happen. Next topic I want to talk about, man, really quickly. I want to get into this. This is for my basketball guys. A lot of people have been asking me. We had to put off the 3-on-3 tournament. Now, I will say this. We put the 3-on-3 tournament off because UIL basketball was still in play. So we still had girls basketball going, which big ups to Ellison girls and things like that. We had some of high school kids still playing ball in the UIL aspect of things. But now we've kind of tapered down on that aspect. So we're going to bring back the 3v3. Big ups to my guys over at Killeen High School, offering to help out with the gym location and things like that. So we are offering a 3v3 3v3 basketball tournament in Killeen. There's 5-man rosters, so you can have up to 5 on your rosters. Obviously, 3 can only play at a time. And the 6th guy can be a coach, but no more than 5 on the roster. It is basically $10 a head, meaning it'll be $50 a team. The age groups that we will offer for this will be grade level age groups so that we can still have fun with it. Everybody that participating has an active report card, all the good things like that. So we will do 4th and 5th grade as a level. We will do 6th, I think I said 6th, 7th, and 8th. Or maybe we'll just do 6th, then 7th and 8th. And then we would do 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th. So for the 9th and 10th grade guys, again, more reps, more fun. You can get with your buddies and play out. For the 11th and 12th grade guys, it'll actually be more like a 3v3 showcase. But we'll still have all the rules depending and applied the same way. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in the Saga 3v3, there's another link on our page. I'll repost the flyer. Don't worry about the dates. We are actually working with KSD right now to get some new dates out, but it's a good start for the preseason. Now, somebody said to me last time I was in here, well, why don't you just host a full preseason basketball tournament here in Killeen? I would, but none of you AAU coaches and none of you local coaches got back with me about who can all do it, how many people want to do it, what age groups, what age levels y'all want to do. And so I said, all right, we're going to do 3v3 because that doesn't require teams to get back to me. So if y'all want the team thing, please let me know. Maybe if we get a handful of teams and then we get a lot of 3v3, we may do both. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it happen. We'll make the best of our time, man, and we'll make everything work out the way it needs to work out for our city. So, Greg, I know you big guy for football. I know you got a big guy in camps and all that, but if you know any of those guys out there, Shoemaker, any of those Ellison guys, Killeen guys, Heights guys, AAU guys, again, middle school guys who don't have a team or a travel team yet, 3v3, man. 3v3. 5 people up to a team, and we're gonna make it $50 a team. And I'm gonna be able to keep it a buck with y'all, man. If I can lower that price a little bit, I will. But right now, let's do $50 a team, and as long as everything pans out, because y'all know I don't take no overhead off of this, we're gonna give it right back to y'all, man. So again, be tuned for that. The new dates will be coming out. 3v3 basketball here in Killeen at the high school. Make sure, we'll get tapped in with that. The flyer will be out again. I'll push the flyer out with no dates. Just sign the. All you got to do is sign up on the list. If you got a full team, let me know. Get with me in the inbox, man. We'll talk about that. Um, but I know we got a lot of good teams in this area, man, and we had Graves throws this city slam every year and has great turnout. So we always got the work available, man. And I want to. Our job here at the CTX Sports Saga is again get everybody back here in the CTX, man. There's nothing that we can't do that we always got to go to Dallas, Houston, Austin. We can get some of these guys back here. We got great venues. We got great people now that are wanting to work with us. But it does take a community. It takes participation. And, I'm going out on a limb for you guys. So you guys tell me what y'all need, what you want, and we'll try to make something happen as for the basketball 3v3. Um, Last announcement that I got to talk about when I talk about coming towards things, everybody already knows. Yes, we had a successful Holiday Bowl for our football guys. We are planning a preseason tournament. Again, people know when it comes to Texas football and the beginning of the season, things get real fast. The weather changes up. We got teams getting everywhere. We're going to do a preseason tournament. Where I don't know. How big? I'm trying to keep it about the same size the Holiday Bowl, maybe a little bit bigger. But the point of it is to get kids reps, man. Get local reps here. I've talked with some Texas sports teams. Talked with some guys down out of San Marcos, even some guys down out of San Antonio who are looking to come up here as well. But I need this to be pretty equal competitively. And we're gonna have some guys that just stand out and be greats. You know what I mean? We're gonna put people through the gauntlet. But we definitely want the purpose of the tournament to get you better, not to get you ran over. So stay tuned for that, man. We're gonna definitely make something happen again. CTX is on the map. We got a lot of people looking in, and we're doing a lot of things, man. So make sure you guys stay tapped in. Now, when I say things like that, I'm gonna lead you to a segue, right? Because we've been talking about some things in the background, and a lot of y'all know this guy's the bad guy, man. But my boy Al has been actually for probably about 3 years that I've probably known Al talking about this, man. He's actually stepped out on the limb, um, done an amazing job on just trying to get things to this next level. But we have to make it easy. I think the biggest thing in Central Texas is it's a lot of false information, right? We have areas of false information. We got people who only know about other people because they've Googled them or they've heard of them and things like that. Well, we needed a platform. We needed something that allowed kind of all of the parents who are just moving here or you're just getting in the area, right? Facebook's a great platform, but at the end of the day, when you read the comments, you read all types of things on there. You get a lot of mixed information, you get a lot of mixed reviews. So I'm gonna bring my guy on here, the bad guy. As soon as I can find the bad guy, make sure he's still around here. Al, you there? There you go.
Yeah.
Hey man, so let me give you. I'm gonna give you the floor to give the folks kind of a rundown, man, and just a brief. We got some slides we can go through like that, right? But a brief thing on how long you've been working on it, all the intel that you've put into, kind of mastering this thing, and how great this could be for Central Texas, right? Because I know a lot of other major cities had this kind of stuff, but here you are bringing some new technology to Central Texas, man. So go for it. What you got?
Yeah, so I'll start off with, as crazy as it might sound, there is nothing else like it on the market right now. And I found that out when I was in the development phases of it. There is no product out here that's I have no competition right now, but I'm sure that's going to change if it gets supported the way that I want it to be supported. But my Athlete 360 is an app that I created. I've been working on it for it was just a brain thing, but I've been working on it for about 14 months now and invested a lot of capital into it. And it's a lot of personal capital. So it's not anything I had to go out and ask people for. It is a sole project that is fully funded by yours truly. So
Years, true.
to a lot of the stuff that you've been talking about. And again, all of us are military. A lot of us in this area is all military, man. You look out and you find a problem and you look for a solution. It's not about complaining about the problem. It's about finding a solution.
Big facts.
So that's what the app does. It just like you said, the rumor mill, the Facebook, hey, do you know this guy? That solves that. You put your profile up there, your numbers there, your bios there, your history's there. The parent gets to make the choice. It's not somebody else saying, hey, well, I know this guy. Well, when the coach's profile is up there and you see how long he's been coaching, what he does, what he specializes in, um, hey, I hear what you're saying, but I need to at least hear what this guy's talking about because
Talking
he's
about.
got
Yep.
8 years of experience. He's been here, he's been there. He played at this school or he has this certificate. He also trains. So I get you got this going on over here and you like that guy, but I need to see what this guy's talking about because it kind of fits the need for my child, not just, I know you, you know me, I'm going to take my kid here type thing.
So that we and if you don't mind, you let me know. I'm gonna preview some of the slides on this thing, man, so that the people can actually see the basis of the interaction, right? Now we all know this is still in developmental stage. It's actually almost ready for launch, right? But I think that this is something, as we've said, right? It's geographical bound. So let me just use Will, right? If we're in Heights and I type in when I build my profile and I put my code in my zip code, right, it'll pull everybody in a certain range of what I'm looking for, right? So if I'm looking for strength and conditioning, let's just say strength and conditioning, right? It's not going to take me to uh, uh, massage therapist or something like that that registered as, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to take me to a mental health coordinator or a youth mental health coordinator. It's going to take me to the field that I need to, basically based off of the geofencing that I put in there, correct?
Yeah. So basically, what the app does is when you build your profile and you select the sports that you want for your kid,
Mm-hmm.
it's only going to show you that. So whatever coaches that coach football, it's only going to show you coaches that coach football. If you have soccer on there, then it's only going to show you coaches that coach soccer. If you only have baseball, it's only going to show you baseball coaches or
Right,
baseball trainers. Anybody that has that specialization, it's not going to show you anything else.
right,
So
right.
how that's good for coaches or trainers, it's targeted advertising. When you advertise, when you do an ad and you put that out there, it's only going to go to the parents that have baseball selected because you're a baseball coach or you're a baseball trainer.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about putting a bunch of flyers, sending a bunch of advertisement out on Facebook or Instagram. It's only going to send it to the parents that are interested in what
And
you have to
baseball.
offer.
Yep. There you go. And it also, what it also does is it makes these coaches slash trainers, like, it makes you narrow down what you are. You're not the what they call the one trick pony, right? Like if you
Yeah.
specialize in baseball, then you click baseball. Because if you specialize in something else and you really don't, again, these parents are going to be able to see that, right? They're going to be able
Yeah.
to see that, hey, this guy's in our group or our category, doesn't need to be. He's probably chasing money, type of thing. So you get to build as a coach, trainer, whatever, you get a chance to build your own background in which you specialize in.
Yes. And on
Okay.
the parent side, again, it's always free to parents. And this
Yeah,
is
free.
just
Good.
phase one of four of the first year of this app. And I just put the coaches in first, but it's going to evolve from there. On the parent side, um, the GPA that you see in there, eventually what you'll see
Yep.
populated in there is the schools based on the GPA that you have for your kid. It's going to tell you which division and which level of schools that kid qualifies for based on his GPA. So if your athlete is a 3.5 GPA, it'll tell you based off current statistics that he's a Division 1 level athlete based off of academics. Now
Right.
this ain't got anything to do with athletics, but academically he qualifies for Division 1 colleges. If he's a 2.7 GPA guy, he's a junior college guy. You need to work on that. So that's another thing you look at. These are the type of schools that he qualifies for. And again, this is all free to parents. So one of the main stakes of the app is to be able to keep parents informed and to take that, well, I didn't know, out of the equation,
Right.
because the app
Right.
is going to give you that information for free. And I plan to continuously evolve the app on the parent side and as well on the coach's side to be able to improve that information to where the parents can go in without having to search all over the internet. I want to bring all of that information for the athlete and the parent into one place. So that way you ain't got to scour the internet for it. I want to bring it all to you in one place.
And so I'm gonna go through some of these slides, man. Like you see here, this is once you get in, and if you were, I'm just gonna say this is more the parent side of it, right? You're gonna be able to go in. You can hit the find me. It'll have all that stuff on there, right? But you can just type your zip in, and again, the ads that were populated for whatever sport that parent selected and the radius that they are, and also again for the hourly or the session prices that the coaches purchase. So the reason why that's important is just simple, charismatics of what you have to spend. If you know you can't budget more than $60, right? Why are we looking at trainers that cost $180? Find the
Yeah.
things that fit within your budget. Now, again, these are the trainer or specialty posted prices. They may have ads that say, "Hey, work with you this," up to first session free, things like that. But overall, man, this is a great. Like again, this is just a great recommendation of you don't know anybody, you're new to the area, right? You want to figure out your son was a pretty good football player in Colorado Springs. You come down to Texas, and it's like, all right, cool. Well, where do I start? All right,
Yeah.
and so this will give teams chance to put ads out. This will give coaches and trainers, you know what I mean. These will give all the levels of select, select sports, select characters. I guess you can say.
So just on this instance, right, for this piece, for the price point, for trainers that have high end clients, right, and you have a five a five a 5 day 8 hour work week, and during that week, we're doing this. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Show that I was losing.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you now.
All
Yeah,
right,
you good
so
now.
if you got that work week, but you got a law where you got a 4 to 5 hour law to where you're not training anybody during that 8 hour work week, well, then you can go in here and look and see, like, hey, I'm setting my prices too high for these kids that are between the ages of 10 and 15. I might be able to come down to this price point to fill that 4 hour gap in training.
Right,
So that way, at least I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
right,
not
right.
doing anything until my clients that are a little bit higher in come in
Come
the
in.
evening. I can at least get these guys in so that where I'm not losing time. So if you somebody that does business like I do, I'm always trying to look for a way to fill a gap in time to where at least my time is making me money and I'm not
Yep.
losing money by not, taking advantage of my time because I can never get my time back.
There you go, man. No,
So
that's smart, and that's a good algorithm to have, right? I mean, like you say, if heck, you got a 2 hour spot and your top price is 60. Hey, $40 is better than no dollars. So
exactly.
for
You never
sure,
go broke making a profit, man.
that's facts right there, man. So again, man, I wanted to just go through these slides again real quick. This is more like the public profile, right? This is stuff that the parents will be able to put out for the kid, or
No, no, no. This is for
not the
this is on the
parent,
coach
for
side.
the coach's side. I'm sorry, that's what
The
I meant to
coach
say, for
side,
the
yeah.
coach's side. And again, it lets you know who you are, what you are, your availability, your full profile, offered specialties offered, like I say, tennis training, football training, whatever the case may be. Parents, the reason why I'm so big on presenting this is because I think this is a very big gap, right? A lot of times, and it's not a bad thing, but a lot of times is that you spend a lot of money going off of what your best friend referenced, right? And sometimes that's just not the fit for your kid. But I think that if you could dig into the details, if you can see what the coaches are doing, if you could look at their reviews or how things are going over there, then you'll probably make your own choice based off knowing your kid better, instead of paying for 10 sessions for something you realize, hey, in the second session he didn't like, right? And this kind of offers a full open detail on all of this stuff. And again, this is just not for football. This is for all the sports offered, whether it's training, wrestling, tennis, wrestling, uh, lacrosse, if there's any options out there, right?
Yeah. Well,
Paintballing, it doesn't matter what it is. The
lacrosse is not
specialty.
on there and paintball is not on there. I,
Well,
I
I'm
ain't got
just
that
saying,
far
man.
yet, but I
But when
understand what
we
you're
are
saying.
there,
But
yeah, full
one big
circle.
thing about this at the bottom where you see the coach's email, if you don't want to call, you can send that email. It that
Facts.
on the app, you can hover over it, copy it, send an email. Just you might be one of them people like, hey, I don't know if I want this guy to have my number. Let me just email him first and get some more information and see if he hits me back. But where you hit the contact button, it's gonna that number that's registered to that coach in the profile, you're gonna call him. If he picks up,
Yep.
he picks up. And if you got your information on here, you probably should be picking up. Or if not,
Right.
then why did you even register in the first place? But and when you
That
click
part.
full profile, you can see all the other stuff for the coach as well. But that's just a snapshot of what the coach has done, what his achievements are, so that way you can make an informed decision as a parent. Should I be going to this guy for my kid? Because
Oh
this
my kid.
coach, and as we all notice on here, coaches are the first mentor that your kids are going to have outside of the house and what they get, at school. But
True.
a youth football coach, a youth soccer coach, or whatever, those people make a great impact on our children. So you
Right.
want to make sure at the very least that you putting your kid around somebody that's actually
Legit. Certified.
legit, certified,
There you go.
certified player.
Agreed. I agree,
And
man. And so, hey, just for the other side of that, right? Well, the parent now they get to, excuse me, this is the coaches still, but when the coaches get to not just list what they do, who they are, right? They can literally go in here and write their specializations, what their specialties are, right? How many, what they charge per hour. Coaches, again, for your side of it, you can see if you need to edit this price, or maybe your high end customers are locked in, and you just need those couple hours wherever you can fill in right here for. I'm just gonna use soccer, but you could fill in for a $12 an hour session, right? Just to get your 2 hours or whatever the case may be to your higher end content customers come in. But it also shows you the things on here, man, as we kind of talked about, right? It lets you, it gives you all the offerings that you need to let parents know what you do. So let's just use football as a great example, right? This is a great example for football right here. Is that it gives you offer personalized training, right? Technique development. The one I think is the best right here, nutritional guidance, and then competition prep. Like you are not just saying, hey, I'm gonna come in here and teach them the X's and O's. I can do all of this. And to me, for a parent that's looking for something like this, is what they probably want, right? Because your average, I signed up registration coach isn't going to do all of this. So we talked about this before, difference between coaches and trainers, right? Coach is only going to take you but so far. Trainer's going to take you the other half of the way, right? So you
yeah,
can you can have a great coach, he can only take you so far. But at the end of the day, man, if you got great trainers, you got people that you're working as we would be doing right now in the off season. This is trainer haven, right? This is the
so
heaven for trainers.
this is the other great thing about it though, right? Coaches can recruit trainers for their kids. Coaches can go on the app and find these trainers just like the parents can. So if I got a shortfall as a coach in defensive back training or skills, I can go on there and look for a coach on the app that specializes in DB drills.
Good point. Didn't think
And
of
I
that.
can have that
Yep.
guy, hey, I need 2 hours of your time to come out here and show my kids some stuff. You know what I'm saying? What do you
Yep.
charge for that? Instead of
Agree.
having, well, I don't know nothing. I don't know how to do that. How am I supposed to teach kids something I don't know? We'll get on the app and find somebody that can help you out. Even if it's just a phone call and you're like, hey man, I shoot you, $60 right now if you have a 30-minute conversation with me, or $30 right now, you have a 30-minute conversation with me, give me a couple of drills. I'm new to this coaching thing, but I want to do right by my kids and give them, you know what I'm saying, the tools that they need to be successful at this level. You know what I mean?
Big fact.
It's
Yeah, that's
available
not
to you.
bad, man. That's
So
available. That's
you don't have to go searching around for somebody. You can get right on the app and
hmm
give them a call.
I agree with that, man. That's tough. That's tough stuff because there's a lot of coaches out here who don't. I'm gonna say it. They ain't got true lineman coaches. They got a whole bunch of guys that offensive coordinators. They just ain't got true lineman coaches. So
Yeah.
hey, big ups to
Now,
that, man.
and you look
So
at
hey,
this before
go
before
ahead.
we
Sorry.
go though. This opens up a whole nother thing, right? We all know what consulting is. You work in the corporate world as well. This opens up a whole nother avenue of consulting for a coach that knows a lot but doesn't want to go out there and do the work, but he can consult to
Consult.
youth
Yep.
coaches or other coaches to be like, hey, I can
Yep.
offer you all of the X's and O's, you know what I'm saying, at this price.
Well, and I think this is a big step, man. We've talked about this on the show for sure. This is a big step in bonding that gap between coaches and trainers. right? It's a big step in this because unfortunately in our youth world we got a lot of coaches who swear by life that they're dedicated trainers, right? And we got trainers sometimes that swear they're great coaches. But we don't need to be both, right? We can actually bond the two, man, and build a system to where this actually works out. And so that's what I'm excited to see is that this is a system that can actually work out if we take the right time to do it together. And it'll build a process, like you're saying. And it's not going to stop you from your new entry clients. Heck, it may give you a foot up on your new entry clients, but it also gives you a good word in with the team. You can start to show your results of what you've been training based off of certain teams, certain players, certain how they perform after their training and things like that. So I think this is a great start, man, to bonding that gap that we've all talked about, bro. And again, this isn't just for the Killeen area. I want to make sure I make this crystal clear. This is for everything. If you're a trainer in Austin, you can be in this. It's all geographically bound, right? Waco. If you're all the way above Waco in the Dallas area, this is something that even if you're just a guy, like I'm gonna use you, Webb, as a great example. If Webb's out on the road and he's gonna be up in for something and he's in Dallas, but he wants to get his training session in. He don't want to commit to a full time plan. He may just need, and let me go get 2 hours of training from somebody that's up here. He can at least type in the zip code that he's in and see everybody that's available in that area and go book a 2 hour session or an hour session. Right? The kid didn't miss anything, and it's by somebody who's certified, who's qualified, and they obviously can input all their techniques and not techniques, but their qualifications. So
Qualifications, and you can
yeah,
call them before you even commit to it. So
facts, big
you ain't got to
facts.
go search the internet. Their information's right there. You don't have to. It's 2 or 3 clicks away. I
Yeah,
want to highlight something though on the not just on the coaching side because I know we kind of nailed the trainer thing. But for the youth football programs, you being seen by parents, whether it's in the San Antonio area or Dallas, even Louisiana, this is a national app. It's not just a regional app for Texas. This is
big
national,
facts. Yep.
um, and it's really beyond that. It's on both Android and Apple devices, so it's a worldwide product. Um, the thing is you need to be seen. People need to know that you exist whether you're the 10U coach for the Raptors, you're the 10U coach for the Chiefs, you're the 11U coach for the Falcons, or the 12U coach for the Temple Junior Wildcats, or the athletic director for Waco Southern Panthers. They need to know that you're out there because if they move into the area and they're like, hey, well, I didn't know who was doing what. My kid wanted to play football, but I don't talk to a lot of people. But I got this app and the
Mm-hmm.
app told me that you're in Waco and you have the Waco Southern Panthers organization. How do I get
Right.
my kids signed up?
How do I get there? And also what it does too, man, is the one thing we hear in Colleen a lot is that first year syndrome, right? They didn't know, they just signed their kid up first year. The first year here, they didn't know anybody, so they just signed their kid up. It kind of helps eliminate that too, because again, if you come from the DFW area, and I'm just gonna be honest, right? You coming back down here, you don't really want to play for none of the lower tier teams because you're not used to that kind of team, right? So this kind of lets you know again who's in the marketplace. It's really simple. If you're not in the marketplace, if you're not registered as a coach, registered as a trainer, registered as teams, things like that on the app, you're missing a window of marketing. That's literally right here for you. Like in the click of in your palm, where everything else is.
You hit on the marketing piece, this is crucial for real. Like you're not gonna find a more pocket-friendly marketing platform than this app.
Yeah,
You will not.
yeah.
For the price point, it is way cheaper than Netflix. Hell, it's cheaper than Hulu every month.
All right.
And you actually get something out of it. There is no lead generation fees. Once you pay for the subscription, that's it. It's done.
So I want to
So
vouch for that, man. Al gave me a early release to the app, right? And y'all know me. I'm tech savvy. I'm the guy that does this all day at work. And I tried. I tried to break the app. I tried to find all types of things in here, man. I was like, there's no way. Because, I mean, I work in the market, right? I work in the big markets with ExxonMobil. There's no such thing as free, organic marketing. There's no such thing as free SEOs. Um, but there is. The difference is if you're not the app generator, right? If you're not the guy trying to make capital off of it, you're just trying to do the right thing. There really is. So this is why I was so eager to get this on the platform for you guys to hear about this stuff, man. Because a lot of stuff y'all don't know about, man, is you pay for it by clicks, you pay for it by every time you open the app, right? All these algorithms, like he's already covered all this capital. He's already covered all his capital. The only thing he's asking you to pay for is trainers and coaches to to present yourself as you normally would. But for the parents, the kids, the people that are searching, hey, this is the holy grail. So again, it's actually at the tail end of development. Al, I don't want to give it all away, but is it still at the tail end of development, or are we
Yeah,
already ready to launch?
they're fixing some few things. You know how we're
Yeah,
like-minded people. I'm keyed on the details, man. I don't want to put anything out there. It's never going to be perfect. There's always glitches and problems with stuff, but I want it to be as close to perfect as possible
right, right.
because my name is on it. It's just my name on it, and I want to be as close as possible because I want to put a product out there that I would be proud of. So
Absolutely.
before any money gets exchanged in any type of way or whatever, they have to fix the stuff that has to be fixed, and some stuff that I have to pay extra for, I pay extra for. I don't have a problem doing that. Um, but when it's all said and done, I want a good product out there because it's the app, the whole brain power behind it is it comes from a youth football coach. It comes
Yeah,
from a guy that does training with kids. So it was never meant to be some grand, money grab
yeah. Get rich
scheme.
scheme. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's not what it's about. It's about putting coaches out there, putting trainers out there so parents can find you because the
Yep.
parents are looking for you. Some of them don't know where to look. So I
And
put
guess
y'all,
what? There's a lot of trainers out there who don't know where to look for the kids at.
nope.
Just keeping it a buck. I mean, some of these trainers out there don't. They really don't feel comfortable going into people's practices or talking to the coaches about it. Right? They just hope that the word of mouth gets back to them and
Yep.
they can provide a great service. It's not many people out here like Coach Z. You know what I'm saying? Who just comes on my show and is like, "Hey, I'm available for anybody that reaches out to me." There's not many people like that here, but there's tons of trainers that are, they'll talk to you in the school or one on one privately, or what I'm saying, they don't want to be sitting there stalking at your kids' football practices and stuff. Right? This is a great opportunity, man. This is it's a heaven sent thing, man. So for people that are watching this, man, y'all make sure y'all stay locked into this. I'll keep giving you guys the reviews. I'm keeping it 100 with Al because I want the launch to be amazing. And I think that again, as a parent who has been in that spot, that's just looking. Right? I knew a lot of people knew. I see what a lot of people are sending their kids to. But to be able to have something kind of unbiased, right, purely open, and you make the decision, um, that's rare, right? And again, we don't got yellow pages nowadays for all you old folks. We ain't got that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go to these apps. The best way we can introduce something like that to Central Texas, man, is the way to go, bro. So I'll give you a check, man. Go ahead and give you closing remarks on the app, man, and we'll be looking forward to
Yeah,
going up.
this is the one thing I want to say though. That I did pay extra to have a subscription that is just $2, and it was for the coaches. And I think I did have briefly talked to you about this, and I'm going to create a nonprofit organization that is structured around the company itself to be able to give back to the Saga, to be able to give back to the Chiefs, to the Trojans, or if it's the Slidell Eagles or wherever,
Right,
Louisiana, and
right,
on a
right.
rotational basis to be able to cut all the red tape out or whatever. That $2 is there for those youth coaches. So
Hmm.
if you, I need you to be on there to be seen. So $2, $24 a year, that's a case of beer. But to put
Facts.
all of that money together nationally and be able to give money to youth programs, whether it be for girls, boys, soccer, football, or whatever, that's a big deal. The other stuff,
Hmm.
um, at the end of the day, man, I believe in it. I poured my money into it. It was not some small endeavor or whatever. So
Yep.
I think it would do us great nationally to be able to show these parents and show these kids that when we say that we're about the kids, that we're really about the kids.
No, that's facts, man. And again, much love for that, man. Because you know me, that to me, that's a big Saga goal that I have. Just to be able to take a lump sum of money, regardless of how I got it, right? Whether it was from tournaments, whether it was from fundraising, whatever, and to be able to look at a certain amount of that and divide it out by however many teams that are here. and provide scholarship, and I say scholarship funding for per team. So I mean, even if it was something as in like I'm able to give 250 for all of our local CTX teams, right? To me, that's a big accomplishment because 250 pays for at least one kid who's in a tough time, couldn't pay for their registration type of thing. And that's what I consider giving back to the community, right? So to have partners like you, to have people who are out here trying to do the same thing, man, that's a blessing for our community. And again, this is educationally an advancement for our parents. So parents, please don't look at this and be like, oh, they're trying to get money, da da da. No, we're really not. We really, really want to be able to provides you an easier platform to find things out for yourself, right? Not off of opinions and all that. There's a lot of great trainers and coaches out here that they're just not the internet bugs. They just don't post on Facebook all the time. They just don't, they have small sessions and small groups of people they deal with, and that's all they deal with. They don't try to come out here and get the masses. But those guys really need to be seen too. And there's some people out here who you're with the wrong trainer. Just being honest, you're 185-pound 12-year-old shouldn't be with a DBE coach. Just being honest, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. He needs to be out here, what I'm saying, with a lineman coach. It is what it is, man. So I appreciate you jumping in here, man. Again, we definitely need stuff like this in Central Texas. I know that the Saga is going to back this, but I also know we'll be running some promos, man. I have no problem, coaches. We will be running promos. Trainers, we'll be running promos. Saga will give away subscriptions. I'll pay for them. $24 a year. Cool. Boom. I got your first year on the house, right? Make sure you're involved with these coaches, these kids, these organizations in this community. You need to be seen, but we also need y'all to do what's right. Do the right thing. Do the right thing by these parents and kids, man.
It's always free to parents anyway. They don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah, parents, we good. Parents, y'all gonna be straight. We're gonna make sure we get y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be the guy that's on here giving reviews. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be talking with Al about more features. Hey, you need to leave a review feature on this coach. Hey, you need once they get X amount of stars, they need to be canceling subscriptions. Hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. It is what it is. But we want to make sure that everybody's getting the right info, bro. So I appreciate you, big dog. The bad guy is the good guy this time around. The bad guy's the good guy this time around, man. Other than that, Trench Wars. I hope I see you. You gonna be out there Saturday?
You didn't ask me, man.
Come on out. I ain't tripping. Come on out. Trench
All right,
Wars
man.
camp.
Me and MJ are making an appearance, man.
There we go. Lyman Camp. Sign up for it. It's free. It's in Killeen, Long Branch Park. Saturday, March 1st, 9 to 12 at Long Branch Park. Sign up on the seat. Joe, you got the link again? Joe, post the link again. I got it right here if you don't. Joe gonna post a link in there. Get your kids signed up. Let me know if your big fella want a hot dog or a hamburger. We're gonna get the kids fed. We're gonna have a great time out there. Joe Costa's gonna bring all of the events that we use at Trench Wars will be at the camp. Joe is gonna take all the events that's used at Trench Wars and it will be at the camp. If you guys don't have a Trench Wars team and you want to be a part of something, Saga sign up will be out there. If you already got your team, still come out here and get these reps, have some fun with these kids. Again, if you're attending my camps, no branded apparel, no organizational branded apparel. So if you got a Chiefs shirt, keep that Chiefs shirt at home. If you got a Wildcats or a Cadet shirt or whatever y'all want to call, keep it at home. We want to see kids and their talents out at the field, man. We don't want no bias and we don't want no overrunning of Chiefs and no overrunning of this, man. We want kids in our community who's looking to get work. Simple as that. And if you're rocking with me from last year, parents, y'all already know what time it is. By the way, we got better last year. We got better. I think Saga may have finished second out of all the teams. I think we may have finished second overall. I'm almost sure we did. I think
Me and MJ was out there last year, man. I remember that.
It was a great time. What about showcase shirt? You can wear a showcase shirt. That's Central Texas. I'm all day with that. Matter of fact, you can wear a Saga shirt if you want. I ain't worried about that either. If you ain't got none, you can place an order for a Saga shirt while you're out there. That's a good moment for marketing. Other than that, man, hey, come out, have some fun, man. Big up to my guys in Waco. I see some Gators coaches in here, man. I'm gonna give these guys credit I said I was gonna give them at the beginning of the show. I was sitting at the house today. I was talking to Coyer, I was talking to Joe Koss, and I was talking to Big Clayton. And the one thing I didn't put on recognition is I always talk about Waco. I always talk about Waco because I figure Waco has figured it out. They got the system, right? They already have the system in Waco, and it's working. We talked about Waco Southern Panthers, how they do everything in transition, and then most all those kids that play with Waco Southern end up going to university, right? So this just hands off and keeps going. As you can see, the success at university right now. A handful of kids go to Waco High. The Brazos Gators have figured it out. They have figured it out. These guys are not only dominant from flag to 12U, they are also the Brazos Gators baseball team. They're also the Brazos Gators basketball team, right? They are learning to keep these kids together, not just in one sport, in all the sports, and watch how they transition. That keeps those kids out the streets, keep those
Hey,
parents happy, and they all know they ain't doing it just for a football ring.
I'm gonna tell you something that I learned from Steve, and I've been hearing about it just on some other podcasts on the collegiate level. We have to get rid of this. Um, what's the word? I can't. We got to get this bad taste out of our mouth for our kids that look like us to do wrestling.
Bruh,
Our kids need to
listen,
start doing wrestling. I'm just
if you
telling y'all right now. If you,
if you ever been to a wrestling event, big ups to Steve and they put me on my first wrestling event, right? I thought for facts I was gonna be the oddball out. I was like, I'm gonna be the only black guy. I don't care. It's my channel. I'm gonna say it. I'm the only black guy that's gonna be at this wrestling competition, and I'm gonna be the black guy in here with no kids and a camera. That ain't a good look. Just throwing that out there, man. When I tell you I went to that track meet, and the handful of us that was out there was absolutely dominant. When I tell you that there were kids that weren't like us who don't play football, but they were way more physical and dominant than any of the football players I've seen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you feel like your kid doesn't have a sport to try out, or you don't feel like he's succeeded in something, there
put
are
them in
plenty of
wrestling.
sports out here.
Put them in
Wrestling is
wrestling,
a
man.
great start. Wrestling is
Wrestling.
a I'm
Just
trying
put
to.
them
I
in
don't know
wrestling.
how. I know they said they're going to keep trying to bring something back to Colleen. I don't care about none of that. Listen, what I do care about is if you can drive to San Antonio for the playoffs, you tight for folks, you can put your kid in wrestling and go to Austin and compete. And the clubs, most of the clubs are right here.
They got some. They just unknown, which
They just
again goes
unknown. They
back
don't
to
get.
the
They
app.
don't.
You don't know about
They
them.
listen. They go get work. They don't care about this internet shine. They don't care about. You go into their gyms. There's banners and plaques. That's all they care about. That's it. So I'm telling y'all, please, please, please get your kids into something. All right. I get it. Track is fun. It is. It's developmental. It's fun. But guess what? For all linemen, for all the other guys that aren't skills players, it's not always that fun. Shot put, disc toss, it's about all they get. About all they get, right? Javelin toss, that's about all they get. Wrestling is a great option for bigs. Teaches you how to do things when you're down and out. Again, tons of sports out here, and we have the options. So make sure you guys get signed up, man. Waco Gators, big ups to you guys, man. Y'all have stepped on that crossing line, man. I tell y'all, I appreciate what y'all are doing out there. The Brazos Gators have figured it out. Waco Southern has figured it out. CTX Falcons have figured it out. We need to get other organizations out here figured it out. And I think this is a perfect time for me to allude this. CTX Sports Saga is going to be starting a youth bowling league. You got it. I've been working on it in the background. I got a lot of kids that say they bowl, they love the bowl, they do all this. CTX Sports Saga will be starting a youth bowling league. Are there already youth bowling leagues here? Absolutely. But those kids locked in with those kids. There's a lot of kids out here that are really good bowlers that play football, basketball, all the other things. We need to get these guys some non-contact sports, man. Let these kids go have fun and be great. Figure it out. So CTX Sports Saga will be doing a bowling league. and possibly a national AAU bowling league team. There it is. Boom. Fireworks, snap, crackle, pop. Wrestling and land passes. Wildcats have wrestling and land passes. There you go. Hill Country Wildcats. There you go, man. So look, all types of stuff. I got links for people who are in wrestling. I got links for people who are entry level wrestling. I got links for people who are advanced wrestling. There's a spot. Get your kids involved. There's a lot of baseball getting signed up right now. Quarterbacks. Baseball's not a bad option. Throwing that out there for you. Go figure it out. Baseball signups for Harker Heights, I think have already finished. I know Colleen's got theirs going on. A lot of city leagues. You don't got to spend a lot of money. Their leagues are like $65 for the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll leave one note, man, and I got to jump off of here. But one of the things that's being said at the collegiate level, as far as these athletes go, college coaches love multi-sport athletes.
Absolutely.
They love multi-sport athletes, especially, wrestling, basketball, some soccer, football, and track. Combination of those sports, they love those athletes. They're some of the most highly recruited athletes across the nation, no matter the state. Multi-sport athletes are highly sought after, especially when they dominate in one sport and then they go and play another one where they're not the alpha athlete and they learn how to be a part of a team that they're not the most dominant player on. So they love those players because they assimilate into the college ranks a lot more smoothly. Because, of course, we all know, you could be the greatest thing in the world at the high school level. Once you step onto that D1 campus, you're just another fish in the pond.
Facts. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts.
All right, hey, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the all of this exposure for this, man. Is greatly appreciated.
No doubt,
trying
man.
To see this dream come to fruition, man. I need all you guys' help to make it happen. And hey, man, at the end of the day, hook 'em, man.
Hey, there you go with that bullshit.
Hook 'em.
Dang. All right, man. Hey, look, Saga family, again, I appreciate all y'all jumping in here, man. Big ups to the Brazos Gators. Again, I'm going to keep giving y'all big shout outs because you guys did an amazing job, man. Looking back at it, multi-sport athletes, keeping your groups active, man, keeping your kids together. This is what it's about, guys. If you are a part of this Saga family, we have a spot for you somewhere. Again, Saturday, 9 to 12, Long Branch Park. There is a free, quote unquote, free, absolute free lineman camp. If you want to be a part of Trench Wars, we're doing every event that will be there for Trench Wars. Make sure you guys get signed up in the link. Joe has posted it 1,000 times in the comments here on Facebook. I'll try to get over to the YouTube channel as well. But please make sure you go sign up on there, man. Select your kid, whether they want a hamburger or hot dog. And we'll make sure we get everything squared away. Other than that, man, I know I love y'all, but we're going to try our best to get the heck up out of here and do the right thing. So if y'all need something from me, hit me on the line. Hit my line. All right?
Thanks for checking out this episode of CTX Sports Saga. Make sure to follow us for more news and updates on Facebook at CTX Saga. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform.